Hey, how's it going, guys? Citizen Nerd again, and I'm back again with another review. This time I'm going to be talking about the newly released SpongeBob SquarePants, the Cosmic Shake. Now, I have been actually looking forward to this game when I first heard about it. I pretty much anticipated it when it came out all of January last month. And as of right now, recording this video, I have absolutely completed the thing already. By that I mean I completed the story and I have every last achievement. So I'm just going to get my first little nitpick out of the way, is that I am glad that Mr. Krabs' voice actor actually appeared for this game this time around, unlike in Rehydrated. Plus, I also like the addition of those little close-up pictures and the use of the narrator they used from the show. And I also liked the fact that there was actually different tools, like using the bubble one to do flip switches, a super slam, and being able to swing from fish hooks and running using boulders, and the seahorse riding. And as usual from any SpongeBob game, I got the usual laughs from every character interaction and throughout every level in the game. Found it pretty humorous. Like a couple of negatives I can get out of the way is that around the time I was actually cleaning up all the collectibles, it was kind of grinding in some of the achievements. For example, like the Karate King or Pet You Didn't See That Coming. Having to go through those boss fights without taking damage from a certain attack or not getting hit at all. Or not being able to be seen by Gary during his boss fight, which I thought was really cool. Of course, another positive was all the costumes I see. That if you were a big eagle-eyed fan of the show, like I am, that a lot of those costumes will give you flashbacks to some previous specials and episodes, like his Elf Bob costume from the Midlife Crustacean episode, the Wizard from his first movie, and the DLC content, including his Opposite Day costume and his steel pants from Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. Those were some little nice touches. Like, another criticism I have is that the game is actually really short. That's like, I did the math on my videos, on my whole playthrough that I did, and I ended up beating the campaign in about a little less than 7 hours. So I think the game could have been just a little bit better if it had more levels, and based on all the characters that new characters they actually use in this new game, they could have came up with some more levels and possibly some more interesting boss fights. Well, except for the Squidward fight actually was better in this game than it was in Rehydrated. I wouldn't know that. I never played the multiplayer. Like I said earlier, that the highlights themselves are the boss fights. Those were my favorite parts of the level. My all-time favorite one would have been against Sandy during the whole Karate Downtown Bikini Bottom, and that whole level I can say was my absolute favorite level. Squidward just as a director, yeah, that killed me. Pretty much I loved it. Let's see here, Downtown Bikini Bottom, blah blah blah. Like, pretty much it is a kid's game, but fans of the cartoon who grew up with the character like I did, they'll get a whole lot of enjoyment out of it. So I'm gonna give this the same verdict like I did my Cyberpunk 2077 review, and I'll give the game an 8.5 out of 10. This is only recommended for fans of the show. Then you'll get some enjoyment out of it. Just don't listen to that IGN review. I did, and I regretted it immensely. But again, I am a little biased since, like I said, I grew up with this character throughout my entire life. So anyway, that's all I got to say. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I can't freaking talk right now. Hope you guys enjoyed my second review, and I hope to see you for my next one.